Governor Koshyari. Remember, the governor of Maharashtra is the constitutional authority through which any government change can happen in the state. Government Koshyari was down with COVID. We understand that he is back home now. He's recovered. He's been discharged from hospital. He's back in the Raj Bhavan after COVID-19. And like India Today's Poulomi Saha has been reporting, with the governor back in office, and back able to discharge his duties, the wheels of transformation might actually begin to change. Mustafa Sheikh continues to be with us outside Sharad Pawar's residence. There's been a lot of movement from there as well since earlier today. Mustafa, the breaking story today: Governor Koshyari is back in the Raj Bhavan, which means he can discharge his duties. But I want to get your perspective, Mustafa, on the slightly more pressing piece of breaking news, which is that the central government has provided Y+ security to 15 of these rebel MLAs who are sitting, with Eknath Shinde. We don't know which 15 these are, but they're said to be part of the closest faction. Some of their offices were also vandalized. What are you hearing on that front, Mustafa?
Well, Shiv, if we connect the dot, it's obvious that the 15 MLAs must be the MLAs who have been given the notice of disqualification, because that hearing date is tomorrow scheduled to happen at Vidhan Bhavan, where the Deputy Speaker has called them. So the question is, they have kept the way open. If they are approaching Supreme Court, something doesn't work out, so they have to be available for the hearing. So it is now likely that the MLAs may come for a hearing, because remember, Eknath Shinde has more than 50 MLAs with him. Why only give security to Y+ security to 15 MLAs? So this 15 MLAs, which means are going to make a move, or they are likely to go to make a move, and hence the central government has provided them Y+ security if in Mumbai, Delhi, Gujarat, wherever they want to go, because it's a physical hearing notice which was given to the 16 MLAs for disqualification. So it's likely that these must be the same MLAs who have been given this security so that they can come to Mumbai, attend the disqualification hearing in front of the Deputy Speaker. Meanwhile, the Eknath Shinde camp will try and work out their options with the governor at the Supreme Court, and they will try to see as soon as possible that they can stake claim on the government. Back to you.
Okay, they can stake claim on the government. There are very many different scenarios that are playing out right now. The legal aspect is casting a big shadow of uncertainty, even more uncertainty, should I say, on this unfolding situation. Sharad Pawar is going to be leaving for Delhi very shortly, where we are hearing he's going to be speaking to top constitutional lawyers and others about this unfolding situation. They're going to lawyer up in a very big way. The Shinde faction is also lawyering up. They're speaking to their own legal counsels about what they can do. There is a disqualification versus disqualification battle that's taking place. And now, very interestingly, the Shinde Sena MLAs who've been targeted with disqualification notices have all received Y+ security. So this is a battle that's going to go down to the wires. No action is being seen as too big or too direct as far as the BJP is concerned as well. So this is a situation that you can expect to see spiral very, very rapidly. I'm going to get Poulomi in on this in just a moment. Mustafa continues to be with me. We'll have Sahil joining us also in a second. The numbers, remember, very important as we continue to give you, non-stop pieces of breaking news, is that the numbers are holding steady. Now, if the numbers were faltering, then, things could go this way or that. The Eknath Shinde faction being, forced to stretch this game out, for so many days, 5 days and counting now, would become more vulnerable and threatened with each passing hour. But the fact that the Shinde Sena has been able to demonstrate the ability to keep its flock together, keep those numbers steady. Not a single MLA has, changed his mind and his or her mind and decided to fly back from Guwahati, is telling in itself. That appears to suggest that there is a great deal of backing. The big meeting between Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis yesterday is, of course, the big India Today news break that everyone has been forced to cover. They don't have the details, of course, but that's a different story. Sharad Pawar is headed to Delhi to begin what could be a legal battle to rescue the Maha Vikas Aghadi. I'm going to ask our producers to quickly update me on the reporters we have on hand right now so I can go with them. Mustafa continues to be with me. We'll be getting Sahil with us in a moment. Mustafa, when is Sharad Pawar expected to leave for Delhi?
Well, Sharad Pawar will be leaving in some time soon because he has a flight to catch this afternoon. He'll be leaving because as the presidential candidate of the opposition will be filing his candidature. But also what we are hearing on ground is the shift that from our reporter Paras Dhama is saying that Sada Sarvankar, who is one of the MLAs who has gone to Guwahati, the central forces deployment is already seen outside his house. So the Eknath Shinde camp had yesterday claimed that there are some security issues with security being withdrawn by the government and hence their family is in danger. So it seems like the securities are already starting to be deployed in Mumbai, Thane, Ulhasnagar, and people who are close to Eknath Shinde and Sada Sarvankar, the MLA from Dadar, Shiv Sena MLA from Dadar, outside his house. Our colleague Paras is reporting that the security has already been beefed up, and the second he can see the central security forces, maybe the CISF, deployed already there. So this is an update which we are getting on the ground that soon after the update of security increase or Y+ security by central agencies came out, the security deployment has already happened. So it's a planned decision which was taken so that there is no security threat to the families of the MLAs who are in Mumbai or other parts of Maharashtra. Back to you.